So I've been working on this new training course called the Sub 4 Hour Marathon Mastery Course. I've been at it for about a month and a half now because it's been a goal of mine for years to I feel like it's like a duty and obligation to give back to athletes around the world that are trying to get under that 4 hour marathon barrier. They're at that point where they have either run 4 hours and 59 minutes and 59 seconds, or they're at 4 hours and just a few seconds away. Just having that mindset where you're crossing the finish line with a three in front of in front of the time, is going to be huge for a lot of distance runners throughout the world. And basically, what I've done with this course is created a blueprint basically for athletes to follow a 16-week plan to be able to hold the 9 minutes and 9 seconds per mile, or 5 minutes and 41 seconds per kilometer for the entire distance. And a big problem for many runners, many marathoners, just as I had over the years, trying to improve as a marathoner myself, was being able to sustain that pace for 26.2 or 42.1 kilometers. As I say earlier in other videos, that it doesn't really matter if you're on goal marathon pace for 15 miles or 16 miles. It's where you're at, at the finish line. Did you achieve the goal, or did you not achieve the goal? And really, what I wanted to do with this course was basically take all of the things that I've been taught by some of the world's top distance running coaches for the past 27 years, and compile that into a training plan for distance runners to be able to efficiently get under the 4 hour marathon barrier. And a 4 hour marathon training plan is going to teach you, at least one that's efficient, has got to be teaching you proper marathon pace, and training at or below goal marathon pace. So the course, basically, it's set up in 5 different modules. So I cover different topics, such as the long run, specific training strategies and fundamentals that I've been taught that will drastically help you drop significant amounts of time off your marathon. The marathon is not like the 5K or 10K. I mean, you can take literally an entire hour or a half hour off of marathon time, your personal best, in one shot if you've trained correctly. And that's really the key when it comes to especially a sub 4 hour marathon. In my eyes, if you're under 4 hours, anything under 4 hours and below, to me, is an elite time. I mean, there's a very small percentage of the world, runners around the world, that can get below a 4 hour marathon. I mean, that takes a very well trained, well planned strategy to get under that time. So what I plan to do with this course is almost guarantee athletes a sub 4 hour marathon. Now, granted, you have to do the work. I mean, I can guide and I can coach you. If you're coachable, I can guide you to get under the 4 hour marathon. Obviously, if you're watching this video, it tells me that you're not only interested in the marathon, but you're probably anywhere from, like I said, 4 hours and 59 minutes, or maybe you're further down and you're closer to that sub 4 hour marathon time. So, just a little bit about my background. I'm a former member of the United States Army World Class Athlete Program. I have a personal best of 2 hours and 19 minutes and 35 seconds for the marathon. I've run 1:07:06 for the half marathon. And just like you and any other marathoner, I've had bad days. I've had days where I couldn't sustain pace, or I had to finish my workout early. But I continued on. I stayed consistent. These are the fundamentals that I've been taught over the years. I've put in this course, and the course itself will conclude with a 16-week plan where I basically walk you through day by day exactly what type of workouts you need to be doing. Each workout's set up. The mileage or the kilometers is set up each week, so you can take a look. And obviously, the course is self-paced. You can finish the course in a full day if you want, or you can span it out a few days. There's a mixture of videos and text as well. But basically, what I want to do is get athletes around the world to start leveraging their training when it comes to marathoning. It takes, as you already know, it takes a ton of time, a ton of effort to be able to, strategically and, organize your training for an extended amount of time. 16 weeks is optimal. I think 4 months is plenty of time. especially if you're already, obviously you already are an accomplished marathoner. If you're anywhere in this range, and really the fundamentals that you're going to be teaching, I'm going to be teaching in this course, it will help total beginners to advanced level runners such as yourself. So this 4 hour marathon training plan is not going to be a cookie cutter plan. It's not going to be something you can find online. What I wanted to do with this course was take everything I've been taught in the past nearly 3 decades by 3 Olympic level coaches and some of the world's top marathon runners that I've trained with that are also Olympians that have taught me as well, and put it all into one course, and to help you bypass some of the pain points that a lot of marathoners have. And two of the biggest things that I'm covering in this course is, one, your long run. You've got to change up how you're doing that long run. If you're running easy every single weekend, it doesn't matter if you're doing a 20 to 24 mile marathon or 20 to 24 mile run every single weekend, and it's say between 10:30 and 12-minute mile pace. You got to look at how is that going to help you run 26.2 miles at 9 minutes and 9 seconds per mile for 26 miles straight. Again, it's all about maintaining pace and training below marathon pace, and sometimes far below marathon pace. That's the key. You want to get to a point where uh, sub 4 hour marathon pace feels comfortable. It feels like a moderately hard long run, where only really the last 10K of the marathon really hurts. You don't want to start feeling fatigued at around mile 8 or 9. I mean, that's not a good sign. The second thing I'll be covering, along with a lot of other details, a lot of specifics and fundamentals, but another key thing that I'll be talking about is hydration. The body itself only has between 1,700 and 1,800 calories of carbohydrates, and the trick to running a sub 4 hour marathon is conserving carbohydrates and burning fat at race speeds. And you burn fat at race speeds by training the body to handle higher levels of lactic acid as you're running at higher intensities. And the key is to hold your heart rate at higher levels for a longer period of time. So there's a lot of small things that really add up at the end. What I did not want was just to make an average 4 hour marathon training plan, that you can find anywhere online. I think basically in my background, I definitely know what I'm talking about when it comes to how to run this distance effectively. I've experienced what you've experienced. I've experienced lows and very high highs and very low lows. I've had bad races in the past as well, just like anybody else. I've been beaten, and I've also beaten some world-class athletes myself. So I hope that some of these tips will encourage you, and I definitely, if some of this information is really helpful to you, and you really are tired of putting in weeks and weeks and months and not feeling like you're getting to the level that you want to be at, and you're not getting closer to that sub 4 hour marathon goal, then I highly encourage you to check out the sales page, check out the information on this on the link below this video, and take a look at it. And I'm certain, absolutely certain, that if you follow the training plan that's in this program, you will crush the 4 hour marathon. It is absolutely, it's essential that if you follow the fundamentals and you stay patient, you will not only break the 4 hour marathon, but you will crush it. So I look forward to seeing you inside the course, and continue on with your training, and I look forward to interviewing you, definitely interviewing after this. If you decide to invest in this course and you follow it, I definitely want to interview you after the 16 weeks and after your marathon. So with that, continue on with your great training, and look forward to seeing you inside.